Hey guys, what's up? It's Dan here. Welcome to another game update for the month of September. Today is September 1st. We're really starting to get into the crazy gaming time of year where pretty much these developers pump out a ton of releases for us to play, and usually these are the main blockbuster titles that everyone's looking forward to, because most of these developers know that this is the time when people buy video games, for gifts, especially for Christmas. So what they do is they pump out a ton of games at one time of the year, which is end of third quarter, start of fourth quarter, especially fourth quarter. So anyways, month of September, a lot of amazing releases that I am looking forward to immensely. I honestly can't wait for these games, especially September. September and November are going to be great months. October is going to be good too, but regardless, this is all about September and what's going to happen in September. Now, today is the 1st. But on Sunday, this isn't really a release, but I'm doing it anyway. Sunday, I will be doing the NHL 12 demo. Now you're probably gonna ask me, why are you doing NHL? You don't do sports games, and that's a fair statement because I don't. But the thing is, a lot of people come to me and they say, Dan, I feel so bad for you. You've got to do so many games. You have so much work ahead of you. I love doing them, guys. That's what you're misunderstanding. I love doing playthroughs. The more the footage I can pump out, the better. Especially for me, because it's fun. I enjoy it. I enjoy doing this as a side project and hopefully a good source of income as time moves on. And for now, though, it's a really fun hobby that I really enjoy. So no one worry about it. The more footage I can usually get, the better. Although sometimes I do get swamped, right? And I can't just do release after release because I get tired and I end up, just not enjoying the game I'm playing. Whenever that happens, you can definitely tell. You can tell in my commentary and in my attitude that I pretty much don't really care at this certain point. But holy crap, my ears are so hot right now. I don't know if you can tell they're really red, but I don't know what's going on here. Anyways. So I'm doing the NHL 12 demo, and the reason for that is because, like I said, there's not a whole lot coming out yet. I mean, I'll get into more later, but on Sunday I will be covering that. However, we're having a special guest for dual commentary that day for the NHL 12 demo. I don't know how long it is. I know it's however long you make it. I'm pretty sure they give you only 2 teams, and those are probably the Stanley Cup champions. Finalists from the 2011 Stanley Cup, which was Vancouver and why don't I know this? Boston. Yeah, Boston and Vancouver. So you probably get to pick one of those teams. They're both really good teams, so there's not a problem with that. Although I wonder if there's a little bonus mission. If you lose as Vancouver, you get to blow shit up and burn cars and whatnot. That'd be so funny if there's a hidden Easter egg where it shows outside. Say there's a setting and there's the Stanley Cup Finals and it's Boston and Vancouver and you lose. There's a cutscene of people torching everything, smashing, stealing. That would just make me laugh. I'm sorry. Although that would probably up the rating of the game. But at any rate, as I was saying, that's gonna happen. It's just gonna play a few games with a guy I've never seen on before. However, I've known him all my life, and that would be my brother. I mentioned him a few times. His name's Phil. No, it's not Dark Side Phil. Everyone thinks that. It just so happens my brother's name is Phil, okay? It's not a big thing. I don't know why everyone has this huge obsession with DSP. It makes no sense to me, and I don't even know why you really discuss him on my channel, because we are completely different styles. Anyways, Phil's coming over on Sunday, and we're going to play some NHL 12 demo, because he plays NHL games religiously. He plays them often because he's a huge fan of hockey, and honestly, he was bugging me too. He's like, Dan, are you gonna cover NHL 12? Please cover NHL 12. And I'm like, you know how I work, man. Come on. You know how it just doesn't work that way. I can't play through an NHL game. But I did offer him if he wanted, and he said he'd be interested in playing a few games in the full game when it comes out. However, I wouldn't buy it. I'd get him to bring it over when there's spare time. And I think the game comes out on the 13th of September. No, I can't remember. I'm sorry, guys. I know it's on a Tuesday in the middle of the month when there's not a whole lot. So I'll probably be doing a few games with him, just a segment of gameplay, a few games here and there. But I won't be doing crazy amounts. So if no one likes NHL, you don't have to watch it, obviously. But it'll be interesting. You guys can maybe get a chance to hear my brother, because I've never brought him on board anything before, but it'd be a fun time. So that's what you're gonna see next in terms of gameplays, the NHL 12 demo, which we'll record it on Sunday, and I'll have it up by later in the day because we'll probably do it earlier, maybe mid-afternoon, depending when he gets his ass over here. Anyways, that's what's coming up next, NHL 12 demo. Now, after that, okay, just so you guys know, I'm actually super psyched for the weekend. Now, if I mentioned before that my days off aren't like anybody else's. I get Sundays and Tuesdays off. That's just how it is. But it works out perfectly for me because releases come out Tuesday. Now, the cool thing for me is that it's Labor Day. So I get Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, a 3-day weekend, which I love. I mean, yeah, I know it's a little off track, but I don't care because honestly, I love long weekends. And which leads me to the last day. Too bad it doesn't come out on Monday, but at any rate, Tuesday is the release of many games. Okay, 3 games that I'm doing come out that day, and that's Driver San Francisco, Dead Island, and Resistance 3. Now, a lot of people were bugging me, wanting me to play Warhammer 40,000 Space Marine, but honestly, that type of game just doesn't interest me that much, and however, the main reason, if it was all by itself and there's no other games coming out, or other games that I don't really care about, and it was on like a quiet day, I'd probably do it, but considering you have 3 games already, which are all $60 each, it kind of breaks the bank if I go too crazy, you know what I mean? I don't have millions and millions of dollars to spend on video games, so I wanted to do the games that interested me the most, and that was Driver, Dead Island, and Resistance 3. Now, because there aren't too many releases in the month until later on, it gives me plenty of time to work on these 3 games and give them enough time. But I do want to warn you guys in advance that because there's 3 games on the same day, I tend to want to get things done, so I'll probably be putting a lot of footage out. Now, I just want to apologize in advance in case it spams you. Now, the thing is, with the new YouTube layout, there's no such thing as spam anymore. I don't know why people complain about spam when I spam you, because it doesn't work that way, because if you guys know, it organizes it by artist. Instead of giving like one big box with a bunch of videos in it, it organizes it by artist. So like, oh, this person put these videos out, and you can click on the ones you want. You can backtrack, or you can hit load more videos and it'll load more. But it doesn't spam you. So people who complain about spam, I'm like, there hasn't been spam for a while, because I love this new layout. It does make it easy, because then you can say, oh, he's got these videos, but he's probably got a bunch, so I can click on them and backtrack and maybe add it to my watch later playlist, which is what I do. I'll add all the videos I haven't watched that are brand new for my subscriptions, and I'll add them all and watch them at my own pace. So, anyways, it won't spam you, but I'm just letting you know there'll be a lot. And if you, in case, lose yourself when you're trying to watch all these videos, because like I said, there's going to be quite a bit, what I always do, I'll tell you guys again, I make playlists for everything, whether it be a short demo, whether it be a full game, whether it be a multiplayer segment, it's all there. And what I do is if you go to my channel and you click the playlist tab, I have featured playlists. So I have 12 latest, so like it's sorted by the 12 ones, and I'll put the 12 ones. There's 12 playlists that are featured. And the reason I did that was because I put the newest playthroughs at the top. So like when you click it, you'll see whatever's the current one, and then the older ones as they go. So that way you can, if you're looking for latest ones, you don't have to go hunting through them. You know what I mean? It's all available. Oh, this is recent. I can click on it and start watching. You know what I mean? That's what I want to tell you guys. Make sure if you're confused and you're like, oh my god, there's so many videos just thrown out here, check the playlist. They make things a lot easier. Trust me. I update them as soon as I can. The thing is, I'm usually at work and I haven't always the possibility, because what I do, I'll leave a bunch of uploads to upload while I'm at work or whatever, and I won't have the opportunity to add them to the playlist just yet. So if you don't see them in the playlist, doesn't mean they're not uploaded, but I just haven't gotten a chance to put them in the playlist, so I'm just letting you know. So Tuesday, like I said, September 6th, is the release of Driver San Francisco, which is on Xbox. Well, I'm doing it on Xbox 360. Dead Island, which is also I'm doing on 360. And then Resistance 3, which is a PS3 exclusive. Kind of looking forward to that one. I've never played any of the Resistance games. I know the plot a little bit on the first 2, but I think we have enough to get by, I guess. So that's what you're going to see first. That might take me a little while, because I have to do the drive. Okay, I'm going to do it in that order, too. Driver first, Dead Island, then Resistance 3. I don't know yet if I'm going to do Dead Island with people or without people. If I'm going to do with them, what I would need is a group of people who would be able to really sit down and help me get through it. I don't know how long Dead Island is. Now I'm going to look into it, and I want to see if there's drop-in, drop-out co-op, because if there is, that'll help me greatly. Because then I could, if the people can't show up and I can't wait for them, I can just get right into it and go where I left off, however doing single player. But I'll look into it. If that's the case, you guys let me know. I'm going to look into it too. If you guys know more about it than I do, well, most likely, just let me know, and maybe I can grab a few people from YouTube if you are interested and you are getting it and you have time on your hands. However, today's the 1st and school's back in, so a lot of you probably won't have the opportunity to do it, so I might have to go solo. But if that's the case, I might actually ask Tom to come help me out. If it is a split screen game, I'm able to ask Tom to come help me. We'll see how it goes, because I'll be busy with Driver for the first bit. So, yeah, he might be able to come over after I'm done work, because he gets off earlier than I do, and we can just work. We can do the playthrough then, boom, 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 right? So, depending when Driver is finished, which I'm looking forward to a lot, Driver, we'll work on Dead Island accordingly, and then finally we'll do Resistance 3. I haven't decided if I'm going to do Driver and then the multiplayer right after. Like if I'm going to do the single player of all 3 games and then do the multiplayer of all 3 games. I don't know if I haven't decided yet. Because as you guys know, I've started a new show called the DanQ Review, which is basically the review on the games. And I want to review it in its entirety. So I'm not going to review a game after I finish the single player. I'm going to do the multiplayer as well, and then give a final review on how the gameplay is. So I don't know if I'll do the multiplayer immediately after the single player, but we'll play it by ear. For now, we'll start Driver, Dead Island, then Resistance 3. That's how it's going to be. Now, moving down later in the month, comes one of the biggest blockbusters, in my opinion, to finally come out, and that is Gears of War 3. I am a huge fan of the Gears of War series, have been since the first one. I love that style of gameplay. It's just me. I love the storyline of it, the environments, everything. The multiplayer is phenomenal, in my opinion. A lot of people don't, but a lot of people do, and I'm one of those people. So on September 20th, Gears of War 3 will come out. Now, people have asked me, what edition have you got? I've answered this question, but I'm going to say it again. I am getting the Epic Edition, which is the best one you can get. It comes with like a statue, a flag, a DLC bonus character, I believe. A few other things. I can't recall off the top of my head. But the thing is, guys, I'll be getting the regular version first, because in order for me to get to it, they stopped pre-orders for the Epic Edition and the Limited Edition in like June, before I even knew there was one. And I'm like, that makes no sense. So what I had to do was order it directly online from the Best Buy website. But the thing is with that, it usually takes about a week or so, maybe not that long, but it depends where they ship it from and when to get it. So I'll be doing a regular unboxing of Gears of War 3, but then I'll be doing a special unboxing for the Gears of War Epic Edition. Nothing will change, and yeah, that'll be it. So I'll have to find out something. I'll have to figure out something to do with the first Gears of War game. Maybe sell it or maybe give it away. I don't know. We'll see. But don't hold me to it, okay? So that's that. That's going to be on the 20th. And then a week after, although I'll probably still be playing Gears of War 3 for a while, because I'm going to be doing a lot of multiplayer. Anyway, if people want to join me for some multiplayer, around that time, I'll remind you guys, and you can jump in, because I want to have a crazy online battle, okay? It's going to be sick. Anyways, we're going to do a lot of parts for it, too. Anyways, finally, the last official release comes on September 27th, which is, believe it or not, finally, let's hope they don't delay it again, the Splinter Cell trilogy, which is the first 3 games of the Splinter Cell series. Splinter Cell, Pandora Tomorrow, and then Chaos Theory. And I already said I'll be doing all of them. I've played them all before many times, so I know what to do, so it won't be like a confusing playthrough. But I haven't played them in a while, so you have to forgive my rustiness. But I'll be just be doing that quickly. It's a nice game. I love the Splinter Cell games, so I figured it'd be cool to cover them in this redone in HD with trophies and everything. So I'd say that's a win for me. And also, one last thing coming out this month. Without a tentative release date, there isn't really a release date. All I know is it's probably going to come out this month. And that would be the Portal 2 DLC number 1. That's what it's called, DLC number 1. And what it is, it's new challenges, new single player, new multiplayer. So Tom's going to come back for that. He's been psyched for it. He's like, Dan, when's it coming out? I'm like, I don't know, man. I've been trying to find out, but there's been no development from Valve. And you know how Valve is. They like to delay things right to the end. So, but I don't know exactly when it is. If anybody knows a direct date when it does come out, feel free to let me know, because I have no clue. I've been looking everywhere, and all I know is it's probably coming out this month, but I'm not going to hold it to that. You know how, like I said, you know how Valve is. So that is what we can see from September. Games might add, none will be removed, but some might add. You know how I did. That's what happened with August. My game update didn't include No More Heroes or Deus Ex, and yet I covered them, and I'm glad I did because they were both really good games. So, at any rate, let's recap. This Sunday, NHL 12 demo with my brother Phil with dual commentary. Tuesday, Driver, Dead Island, and Resistance 3. On the 20th, Gears of War 3. On the 27th, Splinter Cell Trilogy. And then whenever the Portal DLC is, it might get thrown in wherever. So that's what's going to happen in September. Let me know what you guys think, what you're excited for, and if you know anything about the release dates, like I said, which one you're looking forward to most. Just let me know if you're interested in doing multiplayer on Gears or whatever the game I want. Let me know. I'll invite you when I'm doing the recording. You can be on YouTube. We can have some fun matches. That'll be that. So, thanks for watching this edition of Game Update for September. I hope you enjoyed it. Keep an eye out for all this footage to come. It's going to be busy from now until the end of the year. So stick around for lots of playthroughs, guys. I know these are going to be some of the best games of the year. I'm super excited for them. So thanks for watching once again, guys. And I'll see you later.